The minimum which we can do when somebody is in trouble, in some tragedy, is our deep hearted prayers. So, you know what a huge tragedy happened in Orissa yesterday of collision of three trains, around 270 to 80 died, 1,000 injured. So just close eyes, remember all those who died, they are in shock. Those who have got injured in hospitals, some are serious, and many are frightened even now. The family members, their distress, not finding their people, etc. And the work by the government, the police, the NDRF, the hospital staff, the common man. For everyone, let us pray. Basically, for the departed ones to receive that, may God bless them with the best life again ahead. So, to the injured ones, may they quickly get cured and live a normal life. May everything restore back to normal pace very soon. May God's grace prevail. Such things should not happen, never happen again, anywhere in the world. With this prayer, let us chant Triambakam mantra 6 times. Mrityunjaya Mahamantra. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमा अमृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् 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 ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गाय गमय ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. We are doing our daily sadhana of through the study of Bhagavata Ramayana, trying to understand the reality. The reality by itself, the reality behind the world, reality behind all of us. And in the light of that knowledge, the position of the world which we are seeing, the position of we as a jiva we are living, finding it to be not as real as we think. Then, in pursuit of the reality, slowly shifting our attention from this to that, that conviction slowly we are gaining through these studies and through these understandings. Wish and pray very soon we are understanding Paramatma to be the only real, all else is projected on him other than the Vyavaharika Satta, the entire world and individualities have no more importance. May we not get lost by giving undue importance to this world and things and doings and getting the things, etc. And maybe zero at this level of pursuing Paramatma, slowly knowing that He alone is the truth, recognizing Him alone is the liberation from all efforts and limitation and giver of what we seek through everything else. Knowing this, may we slowly intensify our pursuit only of Paramatma. If this happens, our study of Shastras is becoming fruitful and is not one day's effort and one day's gain. Till it happens, we have to go on listening to the Guru and Shastra and getting that knowledge in the Buddhi and changing our mind and lifestyle according to this newly gained knowledge. All this takes sufficient time. We have to give that sufficient due time. No hurry and not stopping to do and never looking back. When these few things we do, slowly we get developed. Same time, when our upasanas, values, life of dharma properly done to a great extent, our energies are conserved. When we do the upasana to Guru Devata, then they supply with special powers and energies. In this way, to our true spiritual pursuit, these two things of disciplined dharmic life as well as the life of devotion to God Guru can help. Knowing all this, 24 hours only these things when we do, very soon only we will mature to go deep into the experience of the truth. May it happen to all the sincere seeker students. Today also we are studying 12th Skandham. In this we will see Shaunakaji, Sutaji teaching Shaunakadi, the Tattvam. Then if time comes, today only we see the Omkara expression, Omkara Mahima, and how from the Om all the Shastras have come, especially Vedas, because the Shaunakadi Rishi asked this question to the Suta Mahamuni. Then in our 10th Skandha, we will see the Rukmini Sandesham. Then we'll in Adhyatma Ramayanam, we will see the Chandra Rishi teaching Sampati, the great Tattva Jnanam. Then in our Lakshmi Ashtottaram, we have done yesterday Adi Lakshmi. Today maybe Dhairi Lakshmi or Santana Lakshmi, whoever in the sequence. Let us start our study with meditational points, with book in front of us, chanting all mantras, not getting any doubt, any of the inhibition, any of the suspicion. Instead, full faith, full concentration. Om. 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandaropaya Vishwotpatyaadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratascha artheshva vigneswarat tene brahma hridaya adikavaye muhyanti yatsurayah tejo varimridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrusha धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो श्रुतिमात्रे परब्रह्मणे नमः महाविष्णवे नमः ब्रह्मणे नमः सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुनये शौनकादृशिभ्यो वैशंपायनादृशिभ्यो त्रयादृशिभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो Sri Dakshinamurti Dattatreya Girivad Gurubhyo Adivarashakti Matre Mata Vitu Devatabhyo Adya Shankaracharya Adi Gurubhyo Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha Tesham Sarvesham Gurunam Devatanam Anugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikyamodasya Yasmin Shene Eva Siddhartam Purana Idyasokta Bhagavad Bhagavata Darshana Anugrahanubhav Praptyartam Sanatana Dharmasya Vaidika Samskrutehe Ahinda Samskrutehe Samasta Sampradaya Sadhana Shastra Jnana गुरु परंपरा देवता परंपरा युक्त पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम तत्कृत कंकणबद्ध समस्त साधक भक्त सेवकानां अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थम धर्म संस्थापनार्थम च शतसहस्र अनेक अनंत संख्येषु भक्तानां साधकानां योगिनां साधनां अवतारणां च आगमनार्थं च श्री भागवत महापुराणस्य द्वादश स्कंदस्य दशम स्कंदस्यापि पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ द्वादश स्कंदः ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कंदः ओम आभासश्च निरोधश्च इतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः श्रीसूत उवाच लेट अस चैंट फ्रॉम द वर्स नंबर 31 न यत्र सृज्यं सृजतो भयो परं श्रेयश्च जीवस्त्रिभिरन्वितस्त्वहं तदेतदुत्सादितबाध्यबाधकं निषिध्य चोर्मीन् विरमेत स्वयं मुनिः परं पदं वैष्णवमामनन्ति तद् यन्नेति नेतीत्यतदुत्सृक्षवः विसृज्य दौरात्म्यम् अनन्यसौहृदाः हृदोपगुह्यावसितं समाहितैः तयेतदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न येषां देहगेहजम् अतिवादान् स्थितिक्षेत नावमन्येत कञ्चन न चेमं देहमाश्रित्य वैरं कुर्वेत केनचित् नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णाय कुण्ठमेधसे यत्पादाम्बुरुहध्यानात् संहिताम् अध्यगाम् इमाम शौनक उवाच पैलादिभिर्व्यासशिष्यैः वेदाचार्यैर्महात्मभिः वेदाश्च कथितान्यव्यस्ताः एतत् सौम्याभिधेहिनः सूत उवाच समाहितात्मनः ब्रह्मणः परमेष्ठिनः हृद्याकाशादभून्नादः वृत्तिरोधात् विभाव्यते यदुपासनया ब्रह्मन् योगिनो मलमात्मनः द्रव्यक्रियाकारकाख्यं हित्वा यान्त्यपुनर्भवं ततो भूतत्रिवृदोऽङ्कारः यो अव्यक्तप्रभवः स्वराट् यत्तत् लिङ्गं भगवतः ब्रह्मणः परमात्मनः शृणोति य इमं स्फोटं सुप्तश्रोत्रे च शून्यदृक् येन वाग्व्यज्यते यस्य व्यक्तिराकाश आत्मनः स्वधाम्नो ब्रह्मणः साक्षात् अवाचकः परमात्मनः स सर्वमन्त्रोपनिषत् वेदबीजं सनातनं तस्य ह्यासंस्त्रयो वर्णाः अकाराद्या भृगुद्वः धार्यन्ते यैस्त्रयो भावा गुणनामार्थवृत्तयः ततोऽक्षरसमाम्नायम् असृजत् भगवानजः अन्तस्थोष्मस्वरस्पर्श ह्रस्वदीर्घादिलक्षणम् तेनासौ चतुरो वेदान् चतुर्भिर्वदनैर्विभुः सव्याहृतिकान् सोङ्कारान् चातुर्होत्र विवक्षया पुत्रानध्यापयत्तांस्तु ब्रह्मर्षीन् ब्रह्मकोविदान् ते तु धर्मोपदेष्टारः स्वपुत्रेभ्यः समादिशन् ॐ शान्तिः 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 most important shlokas of Vedanta Vicharana, Tattva Vicharana, Atma Vicharana. We are studying along with Suta Mahamuni as he is teaching to Shaunakadi after the Parikshit departs and Janamejaya does the Sarvayagna and on the advice of Bruhaspati he withdraws from that. So, what is Maya? It is detailedly explained, and this Maya is not in Paramatma, that is explained, and this Maya, whatever is in detail explained, when we can disown that, detach from it, then the Paramatma Pada we can gain. That way, the sadhana also is indicated. So, the Shaunakadi Muni being very matured, highly learned, for them in this way, Sutra Rupena also, when it is taught, that is enough. Secondly, they were listening to all the Bhagavata all the while. So, therefore, that summarizing is enough for them. We also try to understand, grasp what is said in that as the goal, in that as the sadhana, in that as what is the abstraction. Goal is Paramatma Anubhuti, sadhana is Paramatma Dhyana, abstraction is our value importance given to the Maya, and the Maya Kruta entire Dvaita Jagatu. Keep this in mind, entertain it as much as possible. Then, in our own reserved chamber of meditation, little by little, we every day let us do. Let the quantity of that sadhana of pursuing Paramatma increase in us along with quality and depth also. Now, in the 32nd mantra, we have seen very beautiful thing. Param Padam Vaishnavam Amananti Tat. That is called Vishnu Pada, that is Paramapada. Vishnu is not the Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara Vishnu. Vishnu is not Narayana. Vishnu is not that Ishvara wielding the Trigunas, Maya. No, here Vishnu is Sarva Vyapaka, but Nirvisheshana, Nirguna, Nirakara, Kevala, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. In this way, the explainable Parabrahma. So, Tat Param Padam Vaishnavam Amananti. That is said to be the absolute state of Paramapadam, the Vishnu. So, who says it? Those who have experienced that, having experience. And what the sadhana they have done? One by one Visa, he neti neti iti atad utsisrukshavaha dauratmyam visrujya ananya saurudaha hrudopaguhya samahitahi avasitam. So these all things we have explained. Summarize karna hai to samahitaihi means those people who are fully single pointed in their goal of Paramatma. Samahitatma bhava savadhanaha. What is required in life as a result of study of all the Shastras is Samahitatva. Means now no more any doubts regarding what is my goal. My goal is only Paramatma, nothing else other than that. In this way, the one who has fully firmly decided in himself and not allowing any other thing to enter in him as tempting to make it as the goal, such one is called Samahita. So, by those Samahita people, what they have to do? Ki Ananya Sauhrudaha. Anya is other than Paramatma. Ananya means not other than Paramatma, means only Paramatma. Sauhrudaha means having that Suhrud Bhava towards only that Paramatma. So, अन्य के प्रति सौहृदत्व नहीं रखना, अनन्य आत्मा के प्रति ही सौहृदत्व रखना. सौहृदत्व is that which is lacking in us now for Paramatma. We have goodwill, we have love, we have liking, we have value given, we have importance given, and now we trust all the Anya Paramatma only now. Other than Paramatma, Paramatma say Anya this Jagat. That's how our mind is filled with those thoughts. Our body is always in those actions. That same Sahuridatva, not to anything anya other than Paramatma, only to Paramatma we have to have. Best example is that of the Gopikas. You know, they have the husband, parents, children, everyone. What dharma to be done, they do there. But their Sahuridatva is not anya to Krishna. They are ananya Sahurida. So when we close our eyes and just ask a question, to what we are finally loyal, to what finally we are attached to what we are giving finally main important value. Two things only are kept. One is God, second thing anything other than God. One is Vajagovindam, second is Dukrunkarne. What is the answer to this? That decides whether we are Anya Sauhruda or Ananya Sauhruda. By listening to Shastras, by knowing the glory of Paramatma Tattva, and understanding and accepting it, that Ananya Svahrudatva can be, we should be developed. It can be, but it should be developed. And those things called as what will happen if I have the Ananya Svahrudatva to Paramatma about my other Vyavahara, the relation, about my love to the people and all, you continue it as a dharma, not as a goal. Goal is only Paramatma. Because he is permanent, he is eternal. These type of all Vyakti Vishesha relativities, Vastu Vishesha relativities, and then Paristhiti, they all have come for because of our own karma as a phala out of prarabdha, and more than the prarabdha related relation, and trying to see Paramatma in everyone. We have no permanent relativity with anyone. It can't be. Like you and I. What's the relation? Talking Bhagavatam. Do we have any other thing? No. Once I stop doing this, you will forget me, I will forget you. Each one is in their own life. So we are only for this prarabdha or purushartha. This knowledge we have to get in the intellect, and that intellectual knowledge should overpower the mind's emotion. But Vyavahara continues. You are not allowed to leave everybody and go away outside. In the mind, ananya sauhridatva aane ke liye, if at all this question doubt comes, to that this is the answer. And be intelligent. What is being intelligent? As we are intelligent in so many places. What is that? Be there at that moment to do what it is to be done. Thereafter, just withdraw. That much you can do. Do what is required, but withdraw from it. After that, no more continuous value given. Itna भी करो तो भी this emotion of the mind can be pacified and satisfied. Be with wife or husband or children, what that some time you have to give them for serving them and all, कर लो, प्रेम से ही कर लो. But then thereafter come back to ananya sauhrada. So samahitaihi we have understood. Ananya sauhrada we have understood. Then dauratmyam visrujya. Give up completely. Dauratmyam means what? Duratmata means what? That which is not Atma, called as Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, Indriya. For that, the Atma Bhava slowly, Visrujya give up, which is the toughest part of the sadhana. And what is done for that is the Druk Drishya Viveka is the best one. These upadhis are Drishya, I am the Druk Swarupa. The Drishyas are continuously changing, I am the observer of them, I am not changing. So I am only Drashta or Drukko, they are all Drishya. Like this, so many are given to me, taken away by me, taken away from me. So with these 100 times, 1000 times repeated thought, that as we saw in a which text? The Dashama Skandha mein. Tapta ayaha pindavat. The mixture of these two, of our identity with the Upadhi, can be slowly reduced. And Visruja keh rahe yahan. Highest thing. Visruja dauratmya. Dauratmya means that which is not the self, with that having the bhavana that it is the self. Okay. Visruja dauratmyam. For how many things we have seen? Samahitaihi, Ananya Saurudaha, then Visruja Dauratmyam. Then the fourth one, Neti Neti iti atat utsisrukshavaha. That whichever is not the subject, the self, the pure consciousness, everything is called atat utsisrukshu, means slowly removing it from our attention, especially on the seat of meditation. By using this sadhana of neti, 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 neti. What is neti? This is not Paramatma. Or this is not what I am wanting to know. This is not what I am not pursuing. Whichever is seen objective, whichever is found to be Jadatmaka, whichever is perishable, whichever is continuously changeable, all of that is not Paramatma. जब उनको नेति नेति करते हैं न कारना. Atat ut sisrukshu. This is very powerful, pure Vedantic sadhana, which is being taught in those serious Adhyatmika sadhana kshetras by those gurus. And that we do in general also. Atat, that which is not, ut sisrukshu, desire us to give it up. Give it up. Only when the atat is given up, the tat can be pursued as it is. याद रखना इस बात को. And tat and atat are mixed up. So much mixed up. Tat is Brahma. Tat padam darshitam om tat satu. Tat svamasi. Tat always indicates Brahman in Vedanta. So tat Brahma के अलावा जो भी है अतत In sabko ut sisrukshu, have guts and readiness to reject it by neti neti neti. When all these are completely done, samahita 100%. Then ananya sauhrada 100%. Dauratma visarjanam 100%. Then atatka pura ut sisrukshu, when it is done, what remains is that the Parampadam Vaishnava Amananti. That is the Vishnu Pada, that is the Anubhuti. So there, obviously, all these which we see, the familiar word, appears to be not there. Yes, definitely it is not there. But that in whose light they were all there, in whose presence they were all working, from whom they have come, that Paramatma as a full is experienced. Parampadam Vaishnavamananti tat yat neti neti iti atat usisrukshavaha visrujya dauratmyam ananya sauhrudaha. Then the last one is Hruda Upaguhya. Hruda Upaguhya means हृदय में हृदय से गले लगाकर अवसितम stationarily stationed by these samahita sadhakas. So again, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, consciously when we listen, the essence of each of these sadhana steps are understood. The meaning of that is understood. Now start doing each one. First samahita bano, ananya sauhrada bano, dauratmyam ko visarjana karo, then neti neti ka practice करके अतत को उसी सुरक्षा करो. Then हृदय में वो जो बचा है when everything is rejected, just hug and embrace it. That is called as Parampadam Vaishnavam. This is where Parikshitji has reached as a result of listening to Bhagavatam and his earlier samskara, the Guru Onke Kripa Ityad. That should be the goal of every one of us. Now that's what was the goal in Satya Yuga. And any other materialistic world is only for the Zarurat ke Vyavahar ke vaste it was. Never ever this Jagat was valued at all. In today's Kali Yuga, that Paramatma which is indicated here as Param Vaishnava, never ever taught anywhere, never ever discussed. Then its own expression through Maya in the form of Rupanamatmaka Jagat, that is being taken as a real and so much deluded, all of us are running behind that only, and the blind leading the blind, blind following the blind. Luckily, you and I, at least the information is given by the Ishvara and Guru Kripa. This is not the life to be reached or lived to be liberated. The liberation life is by discovering that Vishnu Paramapada in our own cave of the heart. All this appears to be abstract or not fully understandable, definitely in the initial days. But consistently, when we listen to the Vedanta Shastra under our Guru without break, then slowly those questions, doubts get answered. That intuitive intellect makes us understand what is meant here. What is the meaning of Uda Upaguhya? What is Parampadam Vaishnavam? All that will be known. Even now also, for you and me, with that study done of Upanishads, etc., we have understood Brahma Asti. Even though he is Nirvyavahara, Nirakara, Nirvikara, Nirvishesha. But he is there. And he is permeating everything. He alone is there, everything. And his presence is what indicated. When there is life in the being, when the functionings of the organs are happening, when there is Sukruta Duskruta is happening, whenever that Trupti or Ananda, Sukha is coming, all of them are indicators of that Paramatma, including Bhaya Bhaya. I am talking morning class, Upanishad. Suddenly don't get confused. Ye topic kahan se aaya? Those who are not coming morning, they may have doubt. But those who are attending, they understand what is being referred to. So our goal should be this. Okay, let us chant this mantra 3 times, respecting it and keeping that Paramadam Vishnu Paramadam in our Hridaya. That as our goal. Let us more intensely move towards the sadhana of internal journey from the outer. Start. Parampadam Vaishnava Mamananti Tat Yanneti Netiti Atad Utsisrukshavaha विसृज्य दौरात्म्यमनन्यसौहृदाः हृदोपगुह्यावसितं समाहितैः अगेन परं पदं वैष्णवमामनन्ति तत् यन्नेति नेतीत्यतत् उत्सृसृक्षवः विसृज्य दौरात्म्यमनन्य सौहृदाः हृदोपगुह्यावसितं समाहितैः. Again slowly. परं पदं वैष्णवमामनन्ति तत् यत् नेति नेतीति अतत् उत्सृक्षैः विसृज्य दौरात्म्यम् अनन्यसौहृदाः हृदोपगुह्यावसितं समाहितैः. हृदा उपगुह्य avasitam samahitaiः. So the Samahita people do all the sadhana. As a result, they discover that Vaishnava Paramapadam again in their Hridaya, and then Hruda Upaguhya wholeheartedly in the heart, as if symbolically hugging Avasitam. They just establish in that only they stay. They don't come out of that identity with the Brahman. Even if they come, they bring that Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti along with them. Then through the Upadhi, whatsoever required for Vyavahara, little bit they do and go back to their own this Parampadam Vaishnavam. Very crystal clear. Now, in this only all sadhana indicated, therefore, as many times as possible, chanting, contemplating, grasping the essence, knowing what is to achieve, what to do, we must be clear and keep doing. See, after so many times repeated also, our dull mana buddhi, see, they don't grasp immediately. Right? Because they are lost in the Bhautika Jagat. They lost their beauty, their charm, their ability to understand, get convinced, and do these sadhanas. We have to regain all our strengths. As we got freedom from these wretched Britishers and all the Rakshasas of Mughals and all, so too we have to get in the freedom of our buddhi from its slavery to the mana and its sankalpa vikalpa, indriya and its own attractions, and our world outside their temptation. ये सारे दुष्ट राक्षस है. They are the Britishers, they are the Mughals, they are the Dutch, Portuguese, all of those rakshasas. They took away our freedom. So too the बुद्धि के फ्रीडम को, इन चीज़ों को समझकर परमात्मा के तक हमको ले जाने वाला, इन सब से हमको बचाकर फिर से इंटैक्ट रखना है. All the time aware of the mind, its temptation, aware of the senses, its tempt, aware of the word, attraction. Know that there are obstructions for the buddhi to become sharper, to become spiritual goal oriented, to become subtle enough, to contemplate on this, grasp it, aim at it. For all that, these are obstructions. In this way, slowly, we have to get freedom to our buddhi. Buddhi is all capable of understanding, of meditating, of taking us almost near to self. But that is sold out to, enslaved by these upakaranas now. That's why Choviso Gante Buddhi is working, but for only the Indriyas, Mana, Ityadi. Is it not? There were the days government was working for only those whom they favor, not in general unbiased way, the entire Janta. Is it not? The government means जनता का पालन करना, किसी का विशेष किसी भी कारण से बयास नहीं रखना. Generally जनता है. In the जनता, those are bad elements, punish them. Good elements, reward them. Contributors, encourage them. They're all the Rajaniti. They're all required. But generally unbiased. Not enslaved to anyone for any reason. Undeserving people. So too the buddhi should not be enslaved by mana, indriya and deha adi and outer world. That sthiti we have to gain. That's called samahita here. And how to do all that? We are doing that inquiry only throughout the day. By knowing that they have only the binding value, they are ephemeral, not permanent. They are only are giving the reflected sukha. They are jada. They are projected. With all these repeatedly saying things, we have to withdraw from it. Now comes the most beautiful shloka. Very, very important. Tayetadadhigachanti Vishnoryat paramam padam aham mameti daurjanyam nayesham deha gehajam. Tayetadadhigachanti Vishnoryat paramam padam aham mameti daurjanyam nayesham deha gehajam. See, simple looking, most profound shloka it is. They means these people, those who are doing the sadhana, which is going to be told. They only etad. Etad means param padam Vishnoho hruda upaguhya then avasitam samahitaihi. Etad means this Vishnu padam. Te means only those people adhigachanti can experience it. And which is that Vishnoho yat paramam padam. Means identifying not with the Dehadi limited Upadhis, but with that Vishnu who is beyond supreme of all and who is the self of all and who is permeating all. Of that experience, only these people get. Who are they? Aham mameti daurjanyam na yesham. Those who don't have this daurjanya of aham and mama. This daurjanya after Sanskrit mostly used in Telugu only. Daurjanya means durjanatvam. Jana should be sujana. The sujana is what? The one who at the sacrifice of his own self helps others. And who is the durjana? Who for his own selfishness he troubles others. He is the durjana. Therefore, anybody is looting anybody's thing. In Telugu, it's called daurjanyam kyo kar rahe ho? All these people, mafia, they capture the land of somebody. That's called daurjanya. Politicians also frighten, threaten, and take away. Daurjanyam. And these gundas and daurjanyam. That is the meaning. Here also, durjanya means durbuddhi se janita. Durbuddhi se janit means what? Not subuddhi se. Subuddhi is that which under the guidance of Guru and Shastra inquires and comes to know what exactly the truth. That way, that buddhi which has no authority of Shastra or no deeper inquiry, that buddhi se janita is called durjanatva. And what is janita by that durbuddhi? Aham mameti. Aham mama iti daurjanyam. And towards what? Deha gehajam. Towards the deha and towards the geha. So deha or geha. Deha means the stula sharira, including sukshma karana. Geha means the house and the entire outer worldly life that is included in both the words. Toward them, aham mama, in this way, the daurjanyam, the ones who have given up, they alone reach to that Vishnoho paramam padam. So te eva adhigachanti etat yat Vishnoho paramam padam yesham aham mameti daurjanyam न येषाम देह गेहजम. सो देह गेह के तादात्म्य के कारण ही उसके लिए ही जीने वाला. सो अहम एंड मम. सो टू द देहम it is aham also, it is mama also. To the geha adi, mainly it is mamata. So in this way, though it is idiom wise symbolically said ki deha gehajam aham mameti daurjanyam, we have to add into it everything towards which we have ahanta abhimana. According to our Upanishads, it is all panchakoshas. So to the mamata here talked about the geha house, it includes every living beings and non-living things. Towards whatever we have mamata, ownership. These two are the ones which pushes into the world. That pushing into the world forcefully by them is called as daurjanyam. The yesham, the ones who have given up that, they only become calm, quiet, contemplative, reach into the kufa of their hearts. There they transcend all gross subtle causal. They see that Parampadam Vaishnavam as their own self. Is it not so important a shloka? And its direct answer it is. Deha gehajam dauratmyam daurjanyam aham mama iti. Yesham na te eva. Only they are the ones adhigachanti etata Vishnoho yat paramam padam. Now, basing on this only, in so many Prakarana Granthas, Adi Shankara Adi have given so many thoughts. One of them is what? Having identity with Dehadi, Geha Adi, wanting to do sadhana and reach the Paramatma is impossible. It is like holding on to the crocodile, we want to cross the river. You understand? Be attentive to this one. It is like giving all our wealth to gundas or chores, imagining they are the ones who can be the custodians and protectors. Any number of such examples we can imagine. They are most untrustworthy. So he says, Sharira Poshanarthi san yaha atmanam nidrukshati. Graham daru diya drutva nadim darthum sagachati. Let us be very clear, ruthless, at least for 1 minute. Throughout life, you let us live life of compromise, all nonsense. Anyway, we are perfect masters of that. But at least for 1 or 2 minutes, ruthless let us be in listening to this ruthless sentence. What it is, as long as we have aham mama tadatmya with deha and geha, the experience of divine is far, 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 far away from us. That's it. Forget about experience of divine, even understanding divinity, loving the divinity, desiring the divinity will not come. For example, as we are in our minds now. We are all listening Shastra, how much understood. We are all listening Shastra, how much we are loving that goal. Saguna Paramatma, Nirguna Parabrahma. No. Why? Heart in heart, deeply, we have our this Aham Mama iti Daurjanyam with Deha and Geha. And it is a naked fact. We all have to accept. And we have to ruthless also in knowing the fact that as long as the Aham Mama is there with Deha Geha, Bhagavan, Sadhana Bhagavan is far away wherever we go. We may go to Himalayas, we may go to any gufa. जहाँ भी जावे ये देह गेह तादात्म्य है, we can never be going deep into the subtle self. Because the deha geha tadatmya pulls our attention and identity again and again to itself. It will not allow us to go deeper in our identity with the true self. Even उसका understanding भी होने नहीं देते हैं. Many other things now I need not explain. Every day we are doing that only. One of the thing is what? They tempt us. Such a wonderful house, wonderful body, wonderful objects of the world. Let us enjoy all that. What is Atma? Where is Atma? No Shastra has said particularly. They only have told tentatively only. Oh, hai ki nahi pata. Why do you waste time? Why you unnecessarily go there? When so beautifully, so many millions of lives, when you are enjoying this world with your senses and body, why known thing you live and to go for the unknown? In this way, this Daurjanya of the Adehagiha Mamata goes on creating thoughts in us. Some of them are on the surface, many of them very silently operate. That is deeply rooted. All these mohatmaka nischayas in us. Therefore, so easily we go away from Paramatma without any sense of urgency, seriousness. The feeling that I'll sacrifice everything, including my bhojanam, my nidradi, and 24 gante till I know Paramatma, I will do only this sadhana. These type of powerful convictions never come. On the other hand, the compromising tendencies of करेंगे आज नहीं तो कल नहीं तो परसों अगले जन्म बोल ही रहे ना 1000 जन्म के बाद तो 1000 जन्म के बाद ही ट्राई करेंगे. All these thoughts are products of the daurjanya of aham mamaita with deha geha very strong. So they were going deep into the cave of the heart. There, this durjanatva, the tadatmya of the ahamamma with the deha geha, we have to slowly cut asunder. That is very essential. And all is only discovery. I am that pure self. On me everything depends. I am the pure self. I don't need anything for my dependency. This much if one is purely understanding, na, then he will give up that deha gyaja ahamama dauratmyam. Then te eva adhigachanti. Te tad adhigachanti vishnoryat paramam padam ahamameti daurjanyam nayesham gehajam. Now 11 times this mantra we are chanting. While doing so, hey Bhagavan, this deha geha janita ahamama daurjanya, may it be totally given up by me this very moment. So that I become so deep in my meditation that in the cave of the heart, that Vishnu, who is Sarvavyapaka, of that I am experiencing as my own self. इस तरह से हम 11 बार करेंगे. ये अगले वाला श्लोक भी, अगले वाला भी. लेट अस डू इट लाइक दैट. स्टार्ट. ते तदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत् परमं पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न देहगेहजं तयेतदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत्परमं 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 पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न देहगेहजं. So the deha tadatmya, ahanta. Then to propitiate dehas sukha bhoga, deha means stula sukshma sab dalno. The geha, the dependency. Geha means the house, housely comforts, and the money, etc. Then the objects of enjoyment, the people around, all of them are to fulfill our desires. Desires are born out of what? Our tadatmya with stula sukshma karana deha, mula roop se stula deha. And this is called as entire samsara, and we are seeing it so beautifully as taught by our Chandra Rishi to Sampati in our Adhyatma Ramayana Shastram also. Clear? Now comes the next powerful, most loved mantra by me. I like it so much, but have to practice a lot. Very, very important. How to quieten our mind, how to live a matured, dignified life of not creating mess in the world by our own unnecessary gustaki. How to also don't create the enemies in the world. How don't allow the world to enter us. So many things are achieved by this one shloka sadhana. In this, 1 to 3 important things are said. 3 very, very important. Same shloka came in third or fourth skandha. Almost 100% it is same. I can't exactly refer where it is, but it is there. Or even 11th skandha also somewhere it must be there. Okay, first let us chant it once. Explain करेंगे meaning. बहुत छोटा है, बहुत powerful important sadhana है, but explanation need not be done. It's not a very Vedantic deep contemplative thought, but simple meaning only. But sadhana is a must. This one. Then we'll chant it 11 times. He says कि अतिवाद, let's chant it. अतिवादान् स्थितिक्षेत नावमन्येत कर्हिचितो न चेमं देहमाश्रित्य वैरं कुर्वीत केनचित्. Again, अतिवादान् स्थितिक्षेत नावमन्येत कर्हिचित् कञ्चन न चेमं देहमाश्रित्य वैरं कुर्वीत केनचित्. This is not. Very powerful, very important sadhana. This shloka, please write it and put in your own house to see every day and practice it, knowing the meaning to a great extent. We don't trouble people anymore. We don't get troubled also. Mind gathers slowly the peace. First one is Ativadan Titiksheta. Titiksha karo. Titiksha, sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purvakam चिंता विलाप रहितम सा तितिक्षा निगद्यते. तो सारे दुखों का सहन करना, देन चिंता के बिना, विलाप के बिना, इसको कहते तितिक्षा. सर्व दुखाना एंड अप्रतिकार, नो थॉट ऑफ रिटेलिएशन, देन चिंता रहितम, नो रिग्रेट्स, व्हाई डिडंट आई रिएक्ट, विलाप रहितम, continuing miserable because whatever we have gone through, that is a little painful. So giving up all that, when we do the sahanam of all dukkha's, that powerful, very, very essential, one of the Shamadhi Shatka Sampada is this Titiksha sadhana. Okay, so Titiksha किसका करना है? अतिवादान तितिक्षेता. Ativadan means ativadanam. Ati means, what do you say? Vada, speech of anybody. Children ho, middle age ho, bade ho, equivalents ho, relations ho, koi bhi ho. When they do the ativada towards us, that vada in which our censuring is there, our insult is there, our humiliation is there, all that is called ativada, including vada with the mouth speech only, nahi, even their actions, etc. Also, titiksheta, don't react, just go through it as a prarabdha and have that forbearance called titiksha. For two reasons, I need not explain it in exhaustive detail. One is those came only because of our prarabdha, 99%. 1% they may be inflicting on us. Second is what? When you retaliate, then our mind becomes negative in creating the dvesha ityadi to those people. Then we only get disturbed. They have come out of prarabdha. If I react, they create the dent in the peace of my mind. Then I'll become inimical to him. All my sadhana gaflat. Remember, we are studying Purana, Itihasa, Vedanta. All of them are teaching us Paramatma Prapti sadhana. From the sadhana drishti, these are all told. First basic thing to never should be forgotten is I am Adhyatmik Sadhaka. My goal is Paramatma Prapti. For those people only, all these are meaningful or valid. This text is for them only, no? Therefore, keeping that goal in the mind, to reach the goal, meditation is required. Meditation is done with a calm and quiet mind. Calm, quiet mind can be there when there are no agitations. Agitations won't come when the cause of agitations are not allowed. The cause of agitation is reaction to everything around, especially when others do ativada. मतलब बियॉन्ड लिमिट जाकर जो हमारी बेइज्जती करते हैं, जिससे हमें खुशी नहीं होती, जिसको हम टॉलरेट नहीं कर सकते, जिसको हम डिजर्व भी नहीं करते, as if surface value में, but without deserving nothing comes. Sometimes let us add this thing to test us, even though it's not in prarabdha. Bhagavan may send somebody who do the ativada. Now, are you doing titiksha there? Then we are sadhakas. Adivadanta Diksheta means just go through, forbear any type of any insult done by anyone at any time without or without reason. With or without reason. बस अतिवादांत दीक्षित. React करोगे mind disturb हो गया. We are sadhakas. We have to protect mind, peace of mind more than anything. And how do you do that? By kshama, kshama, kshama. Forgive, forget, forgive, for good to forgive, best to forget. अतिवादांत दीक्षित. देखो दुनिया में फिर अगेन आई हैव टू कम डाउन टू अ लो लेवल एंड टॉक ऑन एक्सप्लेनेशन. क्या है ना कि किसका हम उद्धार कर सकते हैं जगत में? कौन हमारे बात सुनने वाला है? क्या हम भगवान है? भगवान की बात नहीं सुनते लोग. अब किसको सुधारना चाहते हो? किसको ठीक करना चाहते हो? है ना? दिस गुस्ताखी of ours in trying to educate people, improve the people, makes them talk ativada to us. Then we suffer. Why your children, grandchildren are angry? Only because we innocently, what do you say, intrude into their personal life. And they don't like it. दादाजी आप चुप रहो, और पिताजी आप सब चुप रहिए, आप मत बोलिए, आपको पूछा क्या? And that अतिवाद of them, इतना बड़ा होकर इस उम्र में मुझे ये झेलना है. अरे इतना बड़ा होकर के don't involve in their life. ये common sense नहीं है तो फिर लगेगा ही डंडा. Don't ask, I am old, still I am insulted. Ask a question, still old but not old but still not matured. Is it not? We only invoke the Ativada from people. By our own past prarabdha a little bit, present also, by trying to educate them, trying to change them, improve them. Everyone in this world going in their own speed. Nobody changes accidentally just by our telling. After many, many lives of tough experiences, and when they are devoted to God, in them, when that little touch or transformation happens, then they change. Is it not? And for all these things, only way to find answer is how are we changing? First of all, have we changed? From how many gurus, how much of the jnanam we heard about our life, did we change? Then how can we expect others also? गीता में कहते हैं सदृशम चेष्टते सस्याः प्रकृतेः ज्ञानवानपि स्वस्याः प्रकृतेः सदृशम चेष्टते. He does according to the Jnana part is different. Tattva Jnana, Vedanta, all study is going on. It does its own work, but it is slow and steady process. But otherwise, he has got his own Prakriti. According to that Prakriti, Vyavahara goes on. Like Durvasa. Maha Brahma Jnani is other one side. But other side, his Prakriti is to become angry. He does it. He curses, he shouts. So it doesn't go away easily. Therefore, observe, everybody is a jiva. Everybody is on the path of evolution only. And while evolving, another side, the evolution is happening through various unknown ways. The other aspect of him is his nature. That nature he himself is not able to change. How can we change? Therefore, don't react. Sympathize. Calm, quiet. Pray. Be just have a smile. All in all, that ativada of others should not dent the peace of our mind. No guilt, no regrets, no carryover effect, no crying, sitting for hours together. मुझे उन्होंने ये कहा, ये बेइज्जती की है वगैरह वगैरह. Then we are not sadhaka. There and then you drop it. Another beautiful thing is what? Whom they have done the ativada to? They have done it to our own upadhis, no, not to the Atma. And when I am pursuing the Atma Jnana, this is the greatest sadhana. The more others do the ativada, the more when we tolerate it, knowing that they are done to the upadhi, not to the self, sadhana is happening beautifully. Ask everybody to do the ativada and contemplate to whom they are insulting. They are insulting my body, they are insulting my mind emotions, they are insulting my buddhi, they are not insulting me because I cannot be touched by their insults. I am that pure conscious self. So this is another technique of withstanding to the ativada of others, titiksha to others ativada. So मैं तो आत्मवस्तु हूँ, वो लोग उपाधि हमको कह रहे हैं. So मैं उपाधि नहीं, मैं उपाधि छोड़ना चाह रहा हूँ. So therefore I need not react. This is the highest sadhana, okay? If one cannot do this, the other one is out of prarabdha. My peace of mind is important. I have to do my sadhana. If I react, to what level it goes, I don't know. Situation go out of control. This is a small little, what do you say, the stitch goes on growing and becomes such a big torn piece. In the same way, small little entertainment of this discussion as an argument only creates big wars. The cause of big war between the Ukraine and then what is called Russia, maybe a small dialogue somewhere. वही समय पे ठीक तरह संभाला नहीं गया तो बढ़कर अब इतना हो गया कि एक दूसरे को तबाह कर रहे. Remember? Therefore, I will only aggravate it. Stoop to conquer. 2 तालियां बजे तो आवाज आता है. So common sense thought, एक ताली कम से कम चुप हो गया तो aggravating नहीं होगा. So don't react outside, don't react inside. Ativadant diksheta. Why? Because Parampadam Vaishnavam we have to Adhigachanti. And connection, Teha Geyajam Dauratmyam, the one who has, he only does the non-titiksha of reaction to the Ativada of others. Others Ativada, the one who is identified with the Deha Geha, with Ahamama Dauratmya, he only does the reaction to the Ativada of others. The one who says, I am not Deha, Geha is not mine, etc., he will not be reacting to Ativada of others, he will do the Titiksha. Very essential. And again, I am telling you, in our prarabdha, from whom, what type of insult we may get at what time, we don't know. वे भयंकर ही हैं प्रारब्ध की बात. It's very tough. Never ever overestimate yourself. Never ever expect. हाँ, बिग देवताओं को, ऋषि मुनियों को ही लोगों ने अतिवाद कहा. कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, कहीं उनका काम है कहना. तो we have to be protecting our own antakaran. One is this, that when the world comes to us with ativada, we have to do titiksha. By heart this shloka. आज ही मैं तो कर लेता हूँ. Second sadhana is na avamanyeta kanchana. From our side, for any reason, let us not do the avamana to anyone, insult to anyone, humiliation to anyone. For the reason is we are pursuers of Paramatma. Paramatma alone is there in that person. So therefore, if you are humiliating the Paramatma whom we are to worship or the respect. But he deserves and all, yet it is not your job. You are a spiritual seeker. So take the spiritual seeker stand and then never do the avamana of anyone. And if we want to educate somebody, tell somebody without making him feel that we are teaching or we are ordering or we are scolding, that way we have to do. I have found it in Punjab more. Where many places, he lovingly only they dance to the people. बेटा ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए बेटे जी, प्यार से ही कहते हो, ना अवमान्यता करे चित. And most of them don't give chance also to parents to say. That's a dignified family. So na avamanyeta kanchana. है ना? Because the Lord in us is the Lord everywhere and He is the substratum and all the jiva and upadhis are mithya. And by doing avamana to the upadhis, we are giving a reality to them. We are forgetting the reality. And this avamana done to others is noted somewhere and it will have its own repercussions. Is it not? Leave it to God. Let Him take action. Whatever due He feels so. Let us never ever do the avamana to anyone. In the mind, first of all. That is why one of the big sadhana in life is all the time in the mind. Remember everyone, whomever known to you, and respect them, revere them, know that they are God. In that way, when we do for a few years, then in our responses outside, we don't overstep to do the avamana insult to anyone. And nobody does the harm to us deliberately. If at all, it is in our own prarabdha. And the more we become purified, the purified strength, the strength of the purity is so much that nobody does any harm to us that we have to do the avamana to them. Here the avamana includes somebody is directly insulted us, so if we want to retaliate, or you are just generally seeing those people doing something wrong. तो यू हैव नो बिजनेस टू कमेंट. बस प्रभु की इच्छा है, उनके दुनिया में सब चलता है, वो देख रहे हैं. आई एम नॉट ए मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर. बिकॉज दीज आर द वेज. अतिवाद का रिस्पॉन्ड करना एंगर से और दूसरों का अवमान करना, these are the things by which our ego, our manav tadatmya, deha tadatmya becomes stronger, which hides away or even eliminates our jnanam about Paramatma Tattva and also our conviction that Paramatma is our goal. Ativadan Sitiksheta, Navamanina Karichit. And the Kanchana third one is powerful. I'll talk on it little more tomorrow. What is that? Ki nacha imam deham asritya vairam kurvita kenachitu. Taking this body as ourself. Let us not make anybody enemy to us. And mind you, all people we take as enemy, whoever we take, only after taking this body as aham. So देह तादात्म्य के आधार पर किसी को शत्रु नहीं मानना. और सारे शत्रुत्व खासकर देह के तादात्म्य से ही होते हैं. Here the देह is स्थूला, but you can add सूक्ष्म देह also अंतःकरण. Because they are not me. I have to detach from them. I have to discover the self. So how can I make somebody enemy? Because they have done some harm to the sthula sharira or the antakarana. These are all three connected. When others insult, you do titiksha. You don't retaliate. And then don't make enemy basing on aham dehosmi bhavana. Nacha imam deham ashritya vairam kurvita kenachito. And सारे वैर्य अहम देहोस्मि से ही होता है ना. अहम देहोस्मि यह मम पुत्र अस्ति एंड पुत्र से पुत्र पोता अस्ति, पोता का पुत्र प्रपोता अस्ति. All that देह संबंध only. Is it not? Most of the thing is देह संबंध only. ये मित्र थोड़ा वो सूक्ष्म देह संबंध होता है. वो भी स्थूल देह संबंधी कुछ वस्तुओं को उसने हेल्प किया होगा देने में, कुछ धन दौलत दिया होगा. Therefore मानसिक बंधन with that friend because of physical help he has done. Mitrata. Shatruta also. Somebody harmed this mind or body or money, etc. Therefore we do the vairam to them. Feel the meaning of this sentence. I have not explained satisfactorily. Time is not there. Tomorrow we will see. Nacha imam deham ashritya vairam kurvita kenachit. The reverse point is what? Any enmity with anyone is only because of aham dehosmi sthula or sukshma. So if I am sthula sukshma deha tadatmya, then I don't do the titiksha, then I do the avamana of others, then I develop vairam to others. The other way around is what? Wherever I am doing vairam to others, wherever I am not doing titiksha, Wherever I am doing avamana to others, I am strongly identified with my sthula sukshma deha. In both cases, I am away from Bhagavan. I am too much in my jiva bhava, others also jiva, and there is strong dvandva between us. You are different, I am different. अरे इतना घमासान सड़ा हुआ दिमाग है. हाउ कैन वी ट्रांसेंड द उपाधिस एंड डिस्कवर अत्यंत सूक्ष्म तदिष्टो परम पदम. देखो, aiming at Paramatma is great, but to reach to Him, understanding all this, adjusting ourselves at every level is greater. Without this, that will be a dream only. Discovering the God only is a dream, unfulfillable dream. ये ठीक है. This is what is shloka. Let us chant it 3 times today. Tomorrow we'll make you chant it 8 times more. 11 pura. Start. Om Ativadan Stitiksheta Navamanyeta Kanchana Nachemam Dehamashritya Vairam Kurveta Kenachita Ativadan Stitiksheta Navamanyeta Kanchana Nachemam Dehamashritya Vairam Kurveta Kenachita Ativadan Stitiksheta Navamanyeta Kanchana Nachemam Dehamashritya Vairam kurveta kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurveta kenachita. Continue 7 more times. Ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurveta kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana Nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita ativadan stitiksheta Navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita ativadan stitiksheta navamanyeta kanchana nachemam dehamashritya vairam kurvita kenachita. Very powerful practical thing. When we do it, mind is peaceful, spirituality is remembered and tried, then the world is not insulted, world is not made as enemy. Slowly, slowly, even the world also stops troubling us. Even though if Prarabdha is bad and if the world is worst and if the Lord wants to test us, sometime once in a while, those things may come. 100% guarantee we can't give. Even to Avatara, that when he comes, that is welcomed with red carpet and everybody will respect him. अवतार का ही कोई ठिकाना नहीं. अपना अवतार देख चेहरे में. Thank God people are not commenting much on us, even though we deserve it. They tolerate us. We have to thank them. मैं तो यही समझता हूँ कि हमारे अवलिया ऐसा है कि हर क्षण somebody should do अतिवादा to us. For all misbehaviors at the body level, speech level, mind level, action level, कितना बेवकूफियां करते हैं कि everybody should take a danda and beat us. People are maintaining the decency, therefore they are doing ativada, and that we take as right. है कि नहीं? कितने गलतियां हो रही. पानी वेस्ट करते हैं, हवा को पोल्यूट करते हैं, चिल्लाते रहते हैं, भोजन को व्यर्थ करते हैं, जीवन को व्यर्थ करते हैं, दुर्विचार रखते हैं मन में, दुर्व्यवहार करते हैं. So if each of them are taken seriously by the world, every moment they are to do ativada to us. But they are doing titiksha of our own nonsense. If we can entertain this way, then we will reduce our avamana to others. Then they के कारण वैर भाव भी हम छोड़ सकते हैं. We are getting more than what we deserve respect. At least me. I don't know. You may be Mahatmas. You may be deserving the Nobel Prizes. They may come to you very soon, including 22 Bharata Ratnas. Oh, 22 कैसे मिलेंगे? I don't know. It's different fields. नोबल प्राइज, नोबल पीस, नोबल स्पिरिचुअल प्राइज, नोबल साइंटिफिक, सब मिलना चाहिए आपको. बट आई तो टेल अबाउट मी, थैंक गॉड पीपल टॉलरेट. ये प्रभु कृपा, ईश्वर कृपा ही है. ऐसा मानने से वो ईगो का स्थाई बहुत कम रहेगा. देन दीज थिंग्स कैन बी डन. Very essential shloka it is. I know you caught the meaning of it. Continue tomorrow. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavat Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Sri Suta Sharanam Mama. Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Sri Narada Sharanam Mama. Sri Kumar Sharanam Mama. श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम. श्री विष्णु शरणं मम. श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम. श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम. शरणं मम. शरणं मम. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं. स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुंठे नास्ति अयं रसः. अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामा मुञ्चत कर्हिचित्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः. अथ 25तमोऽध्यायः. श्री शुक उवाच श्रीकृष्ण उवाच. लेट अस चैंट फ्रॉम 30वां श्लोक. श्रीकृष्ण उवाच. ओम कच्चित् द्विजवरश्रेष्ठ धर्मस्ते वृद्धसम्मतः वर्तते नातिकृच्छ्रेण सन्तुष्टमनसः सदा. सन्तुष्टो यदि वर्तेत ब्राह्मणो येन केनचितो अहीयमानः स्वाद्धर्मात् सह्यस्याखिल कामधुको. असन्तुष्टो सकृत् लोकान् आप्नोत्यपि सुरेश्वरः. अकिञ्चनोऽपि सन्तुष्टः शेते सर्वाङ्गविज्वरः. विप्रान् स्वलाभसन्तुष्टान् साधून् भूतसुहृत्तमान् विनिरहङ्कारिणः शान्तान् नमस्ये शिरसा सकृतु. कच्चिद्वः कुशलं ब्रह्मन् राजतो यस्य हि प्रजाः सुखं वसन्ति विषये पाल्यमानाः समे प्रियः. यतस्त्वमागतो दुर्गं निस्तीर्येह यदिच्छया सर्वं नो ब्रूह्य गुह्यं चेत् किं कार्यं करवाम ते. एवं सम्पृष्ट सम्प्रश्नः ब्राह्मणः परमेष्ठिना लीलागृहीतदेहेन तस्मै सर्वमवर्णयतो. रुक्मिण्युवाच. श्रुत्वा गुणान् भुवनसुन्दर शृण्वतां ते निर्विश्य कर्णविवरैर्हरतोऽङ्गतापं. रूपं दृशां दृशिमताम् अखिलार्थलाभं त्वय्यच्युता विशति चित्तमपत्रपं मे. का त्वा मुकुन्द महती कुलशीलरूप विद्यावयोद्रविणधामभिरात्मतुल्यं. धीरापतिं कुलवती न वृणीत कन्या काले नृसिंहनरलोकमनोभिरामम्. तन्मे भवान् खलु वृतः पतिरङ्गजायाम्. आत्मार्पितश्च भवतोऽत्र विभो विधेहि. मा वीरभागमभिमर्शतु चैद्य आरातु. गोमायुवत् मृगपतेर्बलिमम्बुजाक्ष. ऊर्तेष्ट दत्तनियम व्रतदेव विप्र. गुर्वर्चनादिभिरलं भगवान् परेशः. आराधितो यदि गदाग्रज एत्यपाणिं गृह्णातु मेन दमघोष सुतादयोन्ये. शोभाविनि त्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भान् गुप्तः समेत्य पृतनापतिभिः परीतः निर्मथ्य चैद्यमगधेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेन विधिनो द्वह वीर्यशुल्काम अन्तःपुरान्तरचरीं अनिहत्य बन्धोन त्वामुद्वहे कथमिति प्रवदाम्युपायं पूर्वेद्युरस्ति महति कुलदेवी यात्रा यस्यां बहिर्नववधूर्गिरिजामुपेयात् यस्याङ्घ्रिपङ्कजरज स्नपनं महान्तः वाञ्छन्त्युमापतिरिवात्मतमोपहत्यै यर्हि अम्बुजाक्ष न लभेम भवत्प्रसादं जह्यामसोन्व्रतकृशान् शतजन्मभिः स्यात् ब्राह्मण उवाच इत्येते गुह्यसन्देशाः यदुदेव मया हृताः विमृश्य कर्तुं यच्छात्र क्रियतां तदनन्तरम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे रुक्मिणी उद्वाह प्रस्तावं नाम 25तमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। In this 10th skandha, 52nd chapter, where we are seeing, okay, after that story of Bhagavan running from that Jarasandha, going into mountain, being burnt, safely he comes back and all. Then Balarama Vivahavita Revati. In that Krishna Rukmini Vivaha Prasanga, we are seeing how Rukmini was decided to be given to Shishupala by Rukmi, but she doesn't want. She has known about Paramatma, heard from those who are visiting her house every day and speaking his greatness. So she, in the mind, accepted or made Paramatma Krishna only as husband. So now how to do, only 2 days are there. She has sent that Brahmana Devata. Then this Brahmanya Deva, Bhagavan Krishna, having seen that Brahmana coming, he got up from his asana, invited him, received him, made him sit. He did all the Pada Puja ityadi, gave Bhojanam, and then Vishranti, then doing the Samvahanam of the Padam, Bhagavan Krishna, beautifully he is talking some things. And very, very essential sadhanas. And here the Brahmana is directly inquired also, addressed also, in a way guided also. First shloka visa कि कच्चित द्विजवर श्रेष्ठ ते धर्मः वृद्ध सम्मतः वर्तते नातिकृच्छ्रेण संतुष्ट मनसः सदा। सी देखो एक एक वर्ड अगर आप तोड़ तोड़ कर पढ़ोगे तो so many details are found. Kachit means is it happening or not? So it's a positive, it should happen. That is what. So how Bhagavan is addressing him? Dvija, Dvijavara, Dvijavara Shrestha. Therefore, you are born as Brahmana. Therefore, compared to Kshatriya Vaishya Shudra, already your birth is great. But don't be happy with that. Among the Brahmana, you become Dvijavara by studying all the Shastras thoroughly. And among the Dvijavaras, you become Dvijavara Shrestha by practicing exactly what is to be done as a Brahmana. See, Bhagavan's expectation from all of us is Dvijavara Shrestha. And he himself is saying, what is the Dvijavara Shrestha Lakshanas? The 3 Lakshanas he said. One is what? Vruddha Sammata Dharmaha Vartate. One the traditional ancient way, what Brahmana is supposed to be done, to do, whatever is said, is it being done or not? First thing of a Dvija is this. Dvijavara is what? Doing it but crying, somebody do. No. Na atikruchrena. Na atikruchrena means not feeling the heaviness of it, load of it, burden of it. Remember, till Paramatma Anubhuti comes, all the Dehendriya Adi seeking the worldly bhoga never allow us wholeheartedly to do either duties or the services or the spiritual sadhana. So, therefore, it becomes kruchrata. Like difficult to come to class, difficult to sit continuously, difficult to listen, difficult to do the japa. Why all of them? Because the Dehendriya we have no mana. They want to go to the bhoga asakti. But then we are trying to pull it from that. Therefore, this becomes atikruchra. Nobody can avoid it. Therefore, the meaning of nati kruchrena means withstanding to all the onslaughts. Are you naturally, effortlessly, willingly, joyfully? The Vruddha Sammata Dharma, is it happening through you? Second thing, Dvija and Dvijavara. And what is the Dvijavara Shrestha? The third one, where he says, Santushta Manasaha. The Santushti, that you are a Brahmana, you are given this opportunity to live a noble life, all the clarity the Lord gave, the opportunity he gave. So, with the contentment, are you doing it or not? So, first, following the Dharma, second, following Dharma according to the tradition, third, following the Dharma with not feeling the difficulty or burden, fourth one is with full contentment. Remember, anything means all noble things. If you do with happiness, you are already reached the goal. Like if I do my class happily, I have already reached the goal. Because the goal of doing anything is for happiness only. Is it not? The small little things we miss our life. Just and who is the one who never makes us to be santushta? Again, in the mind, the desires for the world, all of that deha tadatmya, too much sympathy with the deha, बेचारा इसको इतने घंटे बैठना पड़ रहा है. अरे, they are meant for that. There is a fulfillment in that for the deha also. When it is sitting in satsanga for hours together, and this body sits in front of the TV for whole day, there's a curse we are invoking on the body. This is the punya karma. Therefore, it is good. With these type of thoughts, santushta manasa. Yesterday what we said, santushta manasa means Brahmana should have santushti. Everything, whatever required, whatever is given to him, with that only he should be contented. More than that, he should not have greed. If he has a greed, his mind goes to the material things. When that mind goes there, mind and intellect, he cannot fully focusingly do his spiritual practices. Then he will not have the strength to invoke God, nor he will have strength to guide the people. This is how the interconnection. Now, all that things we have discussed. So, therefore, three things. The dharma vruddha sammataha vartate, na atikrutshrena vartate, santushta manasa bhutva vartate. And fourth one, we do not miss sada. And sada is important because noble everybody will be at one time or the other by mistake. I told you the terrorist also good and noble to his family. That is not the thing. No, sada. Sada means all the time. We have to be good in status quo all the time, not that conditional goodness. कोई कल बताया ना कि रात में 11 से सुबह 5 तक मेरे जैसे साधु नहीं, सो फिर सुबह 5 से रात 11 तक मेरे जैसे असाधु नहीं. ऐसा नहीं होना, सदा सदा साधु. So be always contented, be always joyfully, willingly do your duties as per the Shastra. The Brahmana Varna ka jo bhi hai, ab kar rahe ho ki nahi. And why I am asking you, why so much importance I gave to this? Bhagavan says in second sloka, ki santushto yarhi varteta Brahmana yena kenachit. Whatever has come to him, with that if the Brahmana is contented. Second thing, ahiyamanasva dharmat, and he is not giving up doing his dharma, either because of laziness or because the expected dividends are not coming, or people are not respecting, or because of the interest in the objects of the world. If all these variety of things which take us away from the dharma, if he is not that way going away from dharma, nahi sahi asya akhila kama duk, he becomes the kamadhenu for the entire world. In the sense, such Brahmana has such a tremendous power. Whatever the yajnas he does, the devatas reciprocate by providing everything to the world. By the way, Brahmana does yajnopasana for the totality, not for himself. Same way, the same Brahmanas, when they study the Shastra, they are thoroughly understood. And when they teach the Shastra to the people, they also will be able to grasp. Therefore, the people understand Shastra and they also live life of nobility. And the Brahmana himself is contented and fulfilled. And Devatas also become very happy when they are propitiated by this Brahmana, because he has got a special power which is not lost, because he is not asantushta and he has not given up his swadharma. Dekho, santushti and swadharma palana. These are the two ones by which we get special powers, by which we can impress people in good things. We can also impress the devatas through upasana, etc. That becomes a kamadhenu. Such Brahmana is kamadhenu. His advice is golden advice. And the one who himself is asantushta, then his mind is always in the material things, then he will not have powerful way of talking. So if he himself is not doing the अनुष्ठान के रूप में करने का जो शक्ति है, उसके सामने बाकी कोई शक्तियां काम नहीं करती. समझ गए ना? That's what ours. We have taken our anushtana, the classes. This power is protecting us. our health, therefore we are having classes every day. Otherwise, there are million chances for us to give up these classes. Million excuses are there. But why we are able to do? Hmm. Because of the power of that vrata anushtana. अब जुलाई 1 आएगा, हमारा 3 साल हो जाएंगे भागवत का. अनुष्ठान का शक्ति को याद रखना हमेशा. So, Swadharmanushthanam, Santruppti, you will have powers, you can get the works done, your advisors work, your upasanas also work. And all that put together becomes a Kamadhenu for the people. So, Sahi Asya Akhila Kamaduk. Asya means Asya Lokasya. Now, imagine every Brahmana and everybody like a Brahmana committed to their own Anusthana, their own Vrata, and not greedy, contented with whatever they have. Then everything will be given to them by the Lord. थोड़ा पॉन्डर करना इस विषय पे. I am leaving it halfway for you to contemplate remaining. Now, the opposite of it, the third one. Asantushto asakrutu lokan apnoti api sureshwaraha akinchanopi santushtaha shete sarvanga vijvaraha. Asantushta hai mano. See, is sureshwaraha api asakrut lokan apnoti api. He still continues to going from one world to the other. So he is already Sureshwara, Indra, but he is not Santushta. Such one will go from one world to the other to conquer it as if. That's we have given the example of this Alexander all that yesterday. So कहीं भी जाएगा असंतुष्ट पर्सन संतुष्ट होने के लिए अंदर से असंतुष्ट नहीं है तो wherever he goes he will not be contented. Few young people I have seen in my life, whatever they have, they are so contented. I spoke to them, why don't you go to America? You'll get lot of money. So I'm like, yes, I may get money, but I don't have that greed. I'm happy with what I have. No, I have no answer to that fellow. I was so happy to listen that answer. There's no doubt lot of money will come. What salary I'm getting it, double than that is will come there. With the money I'm getting here, I'm able to manage myself. I don't have the duplex, triplex bungalow. I don't have big 25 lakh car. I go on my bike only. That is enough to me. I have 3 meal a day. That is enough to me. My clothes, my house comforts are happy. My wife, children, they also are not greedy. तो काय को काम का उधर जाके वाइफ हंसना. I am happy. To such person, can anybody push him to go anywhere? The other one who is not contented, can we hold him at one place? He will only look at this and that place and to procure this or that, he jumps from here to there. तो ऑलरेडी इंद्र बन गया, फिर भी तृप्ति नहीं है तो फिर और भी भटकता रहेगा. But the other fellow opposite, akinchana, he has got nothing, but avisantushtaha, yet he is contented. Shete sarvanga vijvaraha, without any tension at the body or mind, wherever he is fully relaxed, happy mood. So by this, Bhagavan is again and again telling the Santushtika Mahima, contentment. That is why 4 of the Moksha Margas said in our Yoga Vasishtam. You know? Moksha Dware Dwarapalaha Chatvara Samprakirtitaha Shamo Vichara Santushtaha Chaturtaha Sadhu Sangamaha. Santoshaha Chaturtha Sadhu Sangamaha. So Shamaha Vichara Santoshaha Sadhu Sangamaha. Any of these 4 are the entrances to enter into Moksha. Before be contented. हो गया. Then now भगवान कहते हैं ऐसे ब्राह्मण who are doing their sadhana, their निष्ठा अनुष्ठान and are संतुष्ट, उनको मैं बारंबार मैं खुद ही सर झुकाकर प्रणाम करता हूँ. I have not seen such sloka anywhere where Bhagavan himself says कि I salute again and again, bending my head at their feet. This is very powerful sloka, very embarrassing looks also. How come Bhagavan says like that? That is the meaning of Bhagavan giving respect to Brahmana. Brahmanas also should deserve it by their own character, conduct, lifestyle. Let us chant this mantra. Vipran swalabha santushtan sadhun bhuta suhruttaman nirankarinah shantan namasye shirasa asakrutu. Aham namasye. Namasye means मैं करता हूँ. अहम नमस्ते शिरसा असकृत. सकृत मीन्स एक बार, असकृत मीन्स बार. शिरसा नमस्ते, with my head bent, I will do pranams to them. So these are the 4 or 5 qualities a Brahmana, if he possesses, he will become worthy of worship, namaskar, even by the God. Vipran, born in Brahmana Kula. Second one, first one, Swalabha Santushta. Swaprayatnena, Swaprarabdhena, Yad Labate, Tena Santushta Yaha Saha. So those Brahmanas who are contented with whatever they get, little also greed is not there in them कि ये भी मिल जाए वो भी मिल जाए ना, बिकॉज उसका अंत नहीं होता, फिर एक मिलेगा उसके बाद किसके बाद, देन यू विल ओनली बी ग्रीडी. So need based life, not greed based. So Salava Santushtan explained. Second, Sadhun, who are so good sadhu in them. What is sadhu? Already said ऊपर का दो बातें. Neither he does the avamana to others. In this other 12th skandha we have seen. He never does avamana to others, nor he reacts to the avamana. And always having the world should prosper, world should be happy, everybody should be without diseases or dukkha. That type of pure thing coming from the heart is called sadhu. Sadhun. Third one, Bhuta Suhruttaman. For all the beings, he is not only Mitra but Suhrut. Not only Suhrut, Suhruttara. Not only Suhruttara, he is Suhruttama. Bhuta Suhruttama. बीइंग्स के प्रति इतना प्रेम, इतना आदर, वो लोग खुश रहे करके ऐसे भाव कि ऑल द टाइम ही इज ओनली प्रेइंग टू द लॉर्ड. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, सर्वे सुजनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ही इज डूइंग ओनली दैट. सो विप्रान, सलाव संतुष्टान, साधून, भूत सुहृत्तमान. Bhuta Suhrit is what? He is doing daily yajna upasana. In that sankalpa is what? Oh Bhagavan, all jiva, please feed them on time. All jivas, please don't give them difficulties. All jivas, oh Lord, please forgive them. All jivas, oh Bhagavan, remove that curtain of Maya. Let them all look up to you, look at you. They may become spiritual. They realize their oneness with you. The one in this way, for every microorganism also who can pray, he is called Bhuta Suhritam. And it is free of cost. You won't need to pay anything to do this prayer. Only payment you have to do is the narrow minded of our ego, selfishness, conditioned in some identity. That bevakufi we have to give up. That's all. That's the only price we have to pay. Otherwise, the whole world is happy. The world becomes swarga only, no? And that prayer is very cheap, costly. Nahi uska. You understand that one? Don't go by those words. Doing seva is greater than prayer. A mouth helps, a hand help is more important. They are tentative, occasional. हमेशा तुम नहीं कर सकते हो. But prayer is always done. And when you do somebody charity, whether the person is good or bad, you don't know. But when you mentally pray to God, God will make that person good. Making somebody good is more great help than giving a person some gross things. Those who don't know all these subtleties, ऊपर कहते हैं, it is more the helping hands are greater than the praying lips. All that they talk. They're all one way correct, but not every way. In a subtle way, prayer is greater than helping hand. When you help with your hand, you become arrogant and you make that fellow dependent. Then that fellow depends on you, not on the God. And you only forget the God that He gave everything. You become arrogant and I'm helping. How many problems are there in it? You may expect some photograph also in the paper. इतने नाशन होता है. On the other hand, you pray seated, Bhagavan, Sarve Jana Sugno. Then how to make everybody, it is his job now. Your ego is not there. There are so many things, everything we don't touch every time. कुछ बातें बताते हैं जितना काफी होते हैं. So विप्रान, स्वलाभ संतुष्टान, साधून, भूत सुहृतमान. 3 हो गया. स्वलाभ संतुष्ट, साधु, भूत सुहृत. 4th, निरहंकारिणः. Zero ahankara, those who have no ahankara, shantan, and those are very at peace all the time. Namaste Sharasa Sakruta. To that Brahmanas, again and again, many times, I do salutations. Then in the next 3 slokas, Bhagavan, you have come for a definite purpose. Please tell me what it is. Then the Rukmini ka jo sandesha hai, that Brahmana makes Lord listen. So that we'll see tomorrow. आज इतना काफी है. Okay, या कर लेते हैं 3 श्लोक. Then after that he says, Kachidvaha Kushalam Brahman Rajataha. From the Raja, are you Kushala? Is your Raja taking care of you? All the way from there you came here. Now again, after giving teachings to the Brahmana, now Bhagavan is giving teaching to the Kshatriyas, the Raja. He says, कि यस्य हि प्रजाः सुखं वसन्ति विषये पाल्यमानाः. So when the Raja is properly ruling and in his kingdom well taken care, all the prajas are very happy with all the things that are required. Same priyaha, that Raja is very, very dear to me. Is your Raja Bhishmaka is so or not? Because he is coming from that Vidarbha Maharashtra. He has come to the Dwarika, Gujarat. दोनों साथ साथ में है वैसे तो. जो द्वारका स्थित कृष्ण के पास विदर्भा से ये गए हैं. सो इज योर राजा गुड? इज ही टेकिंग केयर ऑफ यू? हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम विथ हिम? कि कच्चिद वह कुशलम ब्रह्मन राजतः. राजतः मीन्स राजा के पालन से. आर यू हैप्पी? And whoever the Raja, Sukham Vasanti Yasya, he Prajaha, Vishaye Palimanaha. Vishaye Palimana means the one who is taking care properly, knowing the needs of everyone, time to time, alertness ke saath, with all the Raja Dharma Lakshanas, Same Priyaha. That king is interested, very dear to me. Today, when I was watching that Prime Minister, just 2 hours back, gone to that Balasore, where the accident happened of 3 trains. What a aerial view. देखे तो इतना डर लग रहा है बाबा, ऐसा कैसे होता रे? पीपल आर डाइंग, हैंड्स किसी का, पाँव किसी का, एक कटा हुआ ऐसे, डेड बॉडीज लाइक सो मेनी. So I was watching Prime Minister, how he went, how he talked, how he took all the details, and very two things I could see: the anguish and dukkha so much. How can it happen? Not for political mileage, where political already other parties are shouting so much at the ruling party, you should resign, in your presence is happening, you are the killer of those people, you should not go to G20. Everybody looks for these opportunities to blame the government. That is a wretched politics everywhere in the world, more in our country. So not for that, but truly in the love for Janta, that they died. That anguish, other side anger. How can it happen? Inquire, very strict. I am sure in next few days, whoever the involved ones, indirectly or directly, they all will be suspended and severely punished. Whether they are railway engineers, whoever have not taken care of properly giving instructions. Why did the train go in the loop line when the main line is open? Who is the culprit? So that such things should not happen. Now, others shout at जनरल पैसेंजर्स का हो, उसको देखना नहीं है, दूसरे देशों को देखकर बड़े बड़े बुलेट ट्रेन्स करना चाहते हैं. ये देखो, everyone has comments and everything looks to be intelligent. We have to be very mindful, otherwise you get carried away. Oh Maya, if you don't have very subtle intellect, we get carried away by seemingly good words of people. Somebody said this one: we don't need bullet trains of 160, 170. Our country's population 140. The countries like Japan, America, whose population very less, they can afford that. We have to. No, that is one way right, but this is not the right time to talk all. Why make everything political? So people all do all that. Anyway, we have to just observe. हमको क्या पता क्या सच झूठ है? हम सब तो यही कह जाते हैं. हमको तो ये चाहना. Nobody should suffer. Everybody who departed also should be peaceful. Who are injured should get cured quickly. And everybody should get every help. Soon come out of this tragedy. Such things should not happen. So these are our prayers. I am talking about Raja. Is it not? We have to be concerned. A Raja has to be, he cannot live life for himself if he is a Raja. Raja and Brahmana cannot live life for themselves. Only Vaishya for his selfishness, Shudra for his bhoga, they can afford to. Why Brahmana, Kshatriya can never take rest, can never live life for their selfishness. Then they'll ruin the whole country. So that's why Bhagavan says here, Same Priyaha, that Raja is very dear to me, in whose ruling the Praja are very happy with all the amenities and facilities. So Brahman को भी guidance मिल गया, Kshatriya को भी guidance मिल गया. Then Bhagavan asks, Yatah tum agatah durgam nistirya iha. You have come all the way from this place through the ocean, crossing all those things into this Dwaraka Nagari. Iha yad ichaya, with what expectation or desire, sarvam no bruhi aguhyam chet. Tell me everything if it is not a secret. Kim karyam karavamate. What work I can do, what seva I can do. Very humbly Bhagavan is asking. Because समुद्र के अंदर है द्वारका, उधर आ गए हो महाराज, काहे का है इतना इंपॉर्टेंट काम क्यों आए? Then Evam samprishta samprashnaha. In this way, very well taken care, very well educated, very well questioned. This Brahmana, Parameshtina, by the Parameshti Paramatma, Narayana himself, Lila Gruhita Dehena, who has, for the sake of Lila, took the human life. Tasmai, to that Paramatma, Sarvama Varnayato. Then Brahmana started giving the Sandesha of the Rukmini Mata. What it is, tomorrow we'll see. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. ओम पूर्णमदं पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः ओम भूर्भुवस्वरेण मरुगन्धेन प्राणायापान व्यानाधानाय समर्पणे मध्य मध्यमन्त्मानोत्तरावशस्तपादप्रश्नासताम्बर नीराजन दर्शयामि भो ओम नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्यजगन्मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्य वेणुगान वेदांत वेदनवनीत नोक्तजनादान परमदयावार्ति मुक्तिसन्दा गीतामृतात् परमयोगीश पार्थसारथिरूपकृष्ण सर्वमङ्गलं राम सर्वमङ्गलं सद्गुरु न तत्र सूर्योपातारकं नैवाविद्यमात्रमग्निः तनयभान्तमा सर्वस्य माता ॐ नारायणाय वास तन्नो विष्णु शास्त्रकाविद्युसीत तन्नो राभार्य विष्णु तन्न तन्नो ब्रह्माण्डे आ ब्रह्मलोकादये दिवे गुरुपदवाक्यव्याख्या सा नित्यब्रह्मोऽस्मि ओ श्रीकृष्णचन्द्र भगवान की जय श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय श्री वेदव्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय श्री हिरण्यगर्भ कपिल पतंजलि व्यासादि चार्य की जय बोलो भाई समस्त संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक धर्म संस्थापक संरक्षक गण की जय सोने से पहले एक बार प्लीज रिमेंबर ऑल those who are in the tragedy, just pray for their peace. It helps. We are all one. Thank you.